Okay, so in the last video, as I was going through it, I kind of remember how to graph this in the calculator, so I just wanted to double check. So, okay, so this is how you do it. Remember, this is the equation for a circle with radius. This has radius 1, okay? And this is the standard form for the equation of a circle, and if we were to somehow graph this circle into our lovely calculator, well, remember, when we graphed the other linear equations, we had to get y is equal to mx plus b, right? We had to get the y by itself to plug it into the function, and then we graph it, and then all happy faces. So here, the idea is the same. If we have x squared plus y squared equals 1, how do we graph this? How do we put this into the calculator? Well, we have to get y by itself. So how do we do that? How do we get y by itself? The first move would be minus x squared, right? So y squared is equal to 1 minus x squared. And now what do? You take the square root on both sides, and y is equal to plus or minus 1 minus x squared. Okay, so we're basically going to plug this 1 minus x square root of 1 minus x squared into our calculator. So let's turn the calculator on. Let me zoom out a little bit. Okie dokie. So to access, well, forget the plus or minus for now. We can put it in, but it's a little difficult. Here, to put in square root, it's right here, and to access that, it's second. Where the x squared is, so right here, and notice you get the square root symbol. Now it's going to be 1 minus x squared, okay? And that is equal to, let's graph it. What do we get? Okay, so we get this little thing. So let's go to zoom decimal. Actually, no, zoom squared. Okay. And what happens? Oh, that's not good. Zoom decimal. Okay. Now you see how we get this little circle guy over here? So this is half the circle. How do we get, you see here, this is showing all positive values. Basically, this, when we plug it in, we're only getting the positive values. To get the negative values, which will also represent the other bottom side of the circle, we need to do this. We need to go to y equals. And a nice little trick is to get the negative values of this. Well, we just want the negative values of y1. We want the negative values of that y1. So what we could do is, we could just put the negative symbol here, and let's put in y1 into this function. And to do that, you go to the vars command from a long time ago. So you go vars, yvars, function, enter, and you see you're entering in that y1 function, and it's going to be right here. And now we have this. And now once we graph it, it'll give us the whole circle, okay? And now this is very nice. So we just graphed our first circle, okay? And it took 2 functions to graph the circle, but this is what you got to do, all right? And now here in the equation, it's saying, in this question over here, it's saying sketch the circle. So if this is a circle, remember it's radius 1, so it has this. And now it says, give the line y is equal to 2x plus 2. Well, let's graph that. Y is equal to 2x plus 2, graph, and what happens here? Does it hit it at one point? Let's find out. Let's go zoom. Let's zoom in. Let's kind of go up a little bit. So here, let's try and find it here. So now we're just kind of zooming in. Okay. So you see it hits it at 2 points. This point here, it's very difficult to find. I mean, not difficult to find, it's not that precise. But to find this point here, it should be pretty obvious of what it is. It should be -1, 0. That's going to be my guess here. It's -1. Yeah, it's just -1, 0. It hits it right here. And if you want to check the point of intersection of this line, we could go to calc. Oh no, whoops. let's see, second quit, graph, second trace, intersect. And now here, the first curve, we can hit enter, and then second curve, let's see, this one here, and then it guesses it. Oh, so the point of this intersection is negative 0.6 and 8, but if we want to find it for the bottom part here, let's go again. So second calc, intersect, and now you see here it's estimating our first function, so let's bring this down. Oh no, wait, let's go down. Okay, it won't go down, so I guess we just hit it here. And then bring this down. Okay, so I'm failing at this right now. Alright, so I'll figure it out later in another video. But here, it does hit this graph. If this is the first circle, it should hit it right here. Oh no, it hits it like this. Okay, so it hits it at that negative 1, 0. And how can we check to see if this is a solution? Well, let's see. In the second part of the question, it's saying here, this is the graph. This is the graphical sense of what we have here. And if we go back, second, let's see, calc, no, let's go to graph, zoom, decimal. Yeah, you see it has this kind of circle and that line over there. Okay, now it says, let's do this. Let's substitute y is equal to 2x plus 2 into this equation. So if I have x squared plus y squared equals 1, let's substitute this y is equal to 2x plus 2 into this equation. So x squared plus 2x plus 2 squared equals 1. And now solve for x. Okay, that's what I want you to do for today, and then we'll talk about it in class. Okay, see you.